Hello everybody, I'm Thomas, and welcome back to another video. This time, I'm back with another solo game that you could play with just a standard 52 deck of cards, and that game is the Emissary, the solo trick-taking game. The Emissary is part of the Isoludo collection of solo games developed by Will Su, and it is one I covered a while back on the channel, but I covered it in a stream. I never gave it its own proper video, so I figured I'd return to it to give it its own time in the spotlight. And before we get started, a quick little note that if you've ever heard of the game For Northwood, this is the card game that inspired that. For Northwood is also developed by Will Su, and they developed this first and then made it into For Northwood. So if you like For Northwood, you'll probably like this, and if you like the looks of this, you might want to try For Northwood. Or if you don't have access to For Northwood, you can get a deck of cards and get a game that is pretty similar to that. So since this game is part of the Isoludo collection, they do have the little rankings at the top, which this is a complexity 3 out of 3, weight 2 out of 3, footprint 3 out of 3, strategy 2 out of 3, tactics 3 out of 3, and luck 2 out of 3. For a quick objective, in the Emissary, you are a young noble sent by your father to gather support from 8 neighboring kingdoms. In each kingdom, you engage in a series of debates with their ruler. Using the right amount of force and deference, you must win exactly a certain number of debates per kingdom. Succeed, and you may call upon the ruler for future support. Fail even once, and you'll lose the game. So before I go over the rules, to quickly set up the game, you take all the 9s and 10s out of the deck, you shuffle those, and you use these as these placeholder cards for the different kingdoms. Then you take the 4 jacks out, these are your advisors that you have for every kingdom, and then you shuffle the kings and queens and lay those out, 1 per kingdom, to look something like this. You'll then shuffle all the rest of the cards, put them in a deck, draw 8 cards for your starting hand. So this game is divided up into a series of rounds. Each round, you pick a kingdom to go to and then engage in topics and debate them and hopefully win exactly the amount of tricks you need to win. You can kind of think of these kingdoms as numbered, and the number of the kingdom is how many tricks you need to win. So this first kingdom, you only need to win 1 trick, while this 8th kingdom, you need to win 8 tricks, and so on and so forth. Second kingdom, you need 2 tricks. You get the idea. So you pick a king, you first draw your hand so you can look at what kind of hand you have. After you have your starting hand of cards, you look at the different kingdoms out here and pick which one you want to visit and try to win exactly that many tricks. So let's just say I pick this King of Hearts kingdom here as the 4th kingdom, so that means I need to try to win exactly 4 tricks. Then you kind of just go to the main part of the game where you will flip over one of these cards into the discard pile, and then you have to respond with trick-taking rules. So the main 2 little rules for trick taking is whatever suit they play. If you have that suit, you must follow suit. And if you don't have that suit, you can play anything. So since I do have clubs, I would have to follow suit, play that. Since my 7 is higher, I would win that and put it in a separate pile. I put my score pile on the right, discard pile on the left. And then you go again. Next card is a 6 of hearts. Okay, I do have a hearts. I would win that. 7 of hearts. Okay, and now I'm up to 2 wins. 3 of spades. I got 3 spades, so I have an option of what I want to do, but in any case, I would still win those. So that's kind of the general flow of the game. You go through until you're out of cards in your hand, in which the round is over. And hopefully at that point, you have exactly the amount of tricks you need for the kingdom. Because like I kind of mentioned at the top, if you don't have the exact amount, if you lose just 1 kingdom, you lose the entire game. So you need to play carefully, really gauge what you have in your hand based on what kingdoms you think you can win it with, and do your best to try to win. Now, you have your 4 jacks over here, which you can use 1 per kingdom. So they refresh after each kingdom visit, and they all have different abilities that you can use before the first debate or in between debates to help your situation out and get cool abilities. So I'll quickly go over the abilities right now. You have the Jack of Spades, which allows you to swap the current ruler with any other unvisited kingdom's ruler. Pretty handy. You have the Jack of Clubs, which allows you to draw a card for each club you have in your hand. You have the Jack of Diamonds, which allows you to draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. And then finally, you have the Jack of Hearts, which allows you to discard all cards from your hand that match the current ruler's trump suit. And I think I maybe didn't explain this earlier, but each kingdom has a trump suit, a suit that they prefer, and that's kind of trick-taking stuff. It's a trump suit, so that's that. And that's pretty much the gist of this game. You go back and forth, go to a kingdom, hopefully win, and then when you do win, you can add that ruler to your little pile of advisors over here to use on a future visit, which is pretty handy. The one thing though is, do the jacks refresh in between kingdoms? Any other additional rulers you add do not refresh, and they are one-time use only. So if on a future kingdom I want to use this king of diamonds, I could, but then that's it. I can't use them at all throughout the game again. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to quickly reshuffle my hand and then we'll get started. All right, so here's my hand of cards. So normally how I like to play is I like trying, if I can, to focus on the kingdoms on the outsides first, because those are the hardest ones. So I like to try to focus. Obviously, it might not always work out that way. It's kind of risky starting with those, but they're the hardest ones, which you don't want to leave to the end, because then if your last hand is a lot of good cards and the only kingdom left is the first one where you can only win one trick, you're gonna be in a really bad situation. So I like trying to leave the middle ones for the end and dealing with kind of the outer ones first. So looking at my hand, it doesn't seem like it's anything too great. It seems like I could kind of go either way. So one of the middle ones might be okay, but like I said, I like focusing on the edge ones. So I think I might go for this Queen of Spades kingdom, which I'm just gonna represent me kind of pushing the card over its placeholder to represent that's the one I am visiting right now. I do have 2 spade cards, the 4 and the 5, so that's pretty good. And I will go ahead and, before I even visit, start by using my Jack of Diamonds, which is the commerce card, to draw 2 and discard 2. And I do get a 7 of spades and a 4 of hearts. So I'll keep the 7. I got to discard 2. I'll discard both of the heart cards. I need to win exactly 2 tricks and only 2 tricks. So let's see how this goes. First card is the 8 of spades, the highest trump card. So I definitely lose to that. Then the 2 of spades, which luckily I have a 5 and a 7, so I'll at least win that. Next, we got the 2 of hearts, which I don't have much to do, so I'm gonna just start shedding some of my offsuit cards. Next, we have the 5 of hearts. Once again, I'm just gonna start shedding some other cards. We got the 7 of diamonds. I definitely don't want to win this, so I'll play the 4 of diamonds to lose it. The 2 of diamonds, unfortunately, I will win that. So now I'm in a bit of a situation because the 7 of spades is the other highest card out right now. If they play a spade, I would have to win and then I lose. So that's why the Jack of Hearts is so handy to have. I'll use them and I get to discard the 7 of spades. Now I just have to really hope the next card isn't a low club card or I'd lose, but the odds are low. So it's a 3 of hearts, so I discard that. That's it for that kingdom. I have exactly 2 tricks won, so that's a win. All right, got my new hand of cards, and kind of an interesting hand because I'd have a lot of strong spade cards. So I have 4 spade cards, which is half my hand, 2 of them being the 7 and 8, which are the highest. So honestly, not bad. I have the 8 of clubs, so like overall, not too bad. What I might do is go for the last kingdom and then swap it out with the King of Spades kingdom. But the one thing is, like, I don't want to go through all of the, like, I'd rather leave the other spade there and go for maybe the clubs instead, because I do have decent clubs as well. So maybe I'll do that. I'll go for the second last kingdom, the Queen of Clubs, and before even visiting, I'll use the Jack of Clubs, which allows me to draw 1 card for each club that I have, and I have 2 in my hand, so I get to draw 2. And it's the 7 and 8 of diamonds. Good cards to have. Will definitely help me win some extra tricks. I'll probably use the commerce card also if I need to at some point. But I guess let's just start and see how this goes. So they start out with the 3 of hearts. I will win that with a 4. Next they have 5 of spades, which I can win with the 7. The ace of spades, which I can win with a 2. We got the 7 of hearts, which I can't. Well, I don't have anything I don't have any hearts, so I can play anything else. And I do have the ace of clubs, which is the trump suit. So we're up to 4 wins so far. 6 of spades, I can play the 8, and that is my 5th win. 2 of diamonds, I can play the 8. That is my 6th win. So I need to try winning more with diamonds. Okay. I say that, but I guess I don't know if I really want that, because then I could do that, and that's 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7. So that's all the wins I need. So now I can activate the Jack of Hearts, which allows me to then discard my 8 of clubs, which is good. So I just need not, and the 2 of spades is already out. So the ace of spades, I think, is the only card that could kill me right now. The 5 of hearts comes out. I can play anything, and then I'm set. So that is another win for that kingdom. All right, so my new hand of cards is dealt. And honestly, it looks like a pretty good hand of cards. I really, like I said, I want to try to target one of the end kingdoms soon. And so since it's a good hand of cards, I think this last kingdom, the Queen of Diamonds kingdom, would be a good one to target. I have the Ace of Diamonds, 4 of Diamonds, 7 of Diamonds, which is pretty good. If only I had the 8, that would be ideal. But all my other cards are pretty high. I got a 5, 7, 6, 8, and a 4. Like, all in all, not too bad. I think I feel pretty good about visiting the last kingdom, so we'll give it a go. I think before I do that, though, I will first use my Jack of Clubs ability to draw 2 extra cards. I get the 6 of Diamonds and the 7 of Hearts. Okay, I feel pretty good about this. I'll probably use the Jack of Diamonds for sure, and then the Jack of Hearts whenever I get all the tricks I need. I have the Queen of Clubs on standby that I might have to use, but like I said, all my other cards are pretty high, but I need to win 8. It might be tough, but let's see. So we start out with the 5 of spades. I can definitely win that with the 6 of spades. Next, we have the Ace of Hearts. I can win that with the 4 of hearts. Got the 2 of clubs. I can win that with the 5 of clubs. Got the 3 of clubs. I could win that with the 7. We're up to 4 wins so far. Then next is the 4 of clubs, which I'm going to win with my Ace of Diamonds because I don't know how else I'm going to win something with that. We got the 6 of clubs, which I guess I'll just use the 4 of diamonds for. 8 of hearts, I lose to with the 7 of hearts. We got the 7 of spades, which I win with the 8 of spades. And I think at this point we win. Like, there's no way we don't win because they play the 5 of diamonds, whatever. I play the 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I can use the Jack of Hearts to discard all my trump cards, which is just my 7 of diamonds. I am out of cards, so that is a win for that kingdom. All right, got my new hand of cards, and this is kind of a tough situation. I don't really know what to do. I'm tempted to go for the first kingdom, but it might be better to go for this third kingdom that's also hearts, and then leave that. That does seem, because my hand's pretty decent, so like winning only one's gonna be tough. I'm definitely gonna have to use like pretty much all of the jacks to do that. Yeah, I might still try. Well, I'm gonna try the first kingdom. What's the worst that could happen? So I think first what I'll do is use the Jack of Clubs to draw 2 cards. I get the 4 diamonds and the 5 diamonds. All right, got a whole mess of cards here. What's nice is what I can do, and it might be a little tricky to pull off, but if I get a win, then I can swap. Well, I can first use the Jack to get rid of hearts, to get rid of all my hearts, and then I can swap to the King of Spades as the current ruler, because then I have no spades, and that's my best luck of losing as many as I can. Let's start with the first card. Let's see how this goes. Maybe this wasn't a great idea, but what's the worst that could happen? So we start out with the 6 of hearts. I will follow that with the 4 of hearts and lose. That's totally fine. We got the 3 of clubs. Okay, I will follow that with the 8 of clubs, and I just have to win. Not what I wanted to see. I'm gonna go ahead and activate the Jack of Diamonds to draw 2, discard 2. Get the 8 of hearts and the 4 of spades. That's gonna maybe mess up my spade plan. I think I might get rid of that spade and the 7 of diamonds. Or maybe the 5 of clubs, actually. I'll get rid of both of those, because then I don't have either of that suit, which gives me the best odds. Okay, I think I just have to hope for the best. I mean, if they play a diamond or a heart, I do have both aces, so I can lose either of those. So I'm okay, and then I can discard all my hearts, switch kingdoms, and then see what happens. But I'm not feeling super confident, but we'll see. So they play the 8 of diamonds. I can play the 7 of diamonds. Then what I'll do is play the Jack of Hearts to just get rid of all of my hearts. So now the diamonds are the only suit I have to watch out for. And that ace is good to have, but once like a 2 or 3 comes up and I'm forced to get rid of it, we're gonna be in a tricky spot. But right now we're doing okay. That's good to see. I could throw anything on top of that. I'm gonna now use the jack of spades. Well, I guess I don't really need to swap kingdoms anymore because, I mean, it doesn't really matter if I do or not. I guess I won't. It doesn't really make a difference at this point, I don't think. Now we get the ace of clubs, which I can throw my 5 down. We get the 7 of hearts, cool, the 4. And oh, the last card was the 2 of diamonds, but luckily I held onto the ace for my last card. I throw that down, I lose, and that is a win at the first kingdom. Whew. All right, that last one was close. I was not sure if that was going to work out, but we also had some backup advisors if we needed them. But now we're in, like, I think, the ideal position where the first 2 and last 2 kingdoms have been dealt with. So all we have one left are the ones in the middle. We also haven't used any of the advisors we've gotten so far. So we have 1 of each extra. So we're sitting pretty good. I don't want to brag, but we're sitting pretty good. So looking at my hand of cards, I have decent clubs and I think pretty good spades. Spades, and he was at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th kingdom. So I need to win 5 tricks. I think I'm gonna go for that and just hope for the best. I'll probably start out. I'll use the jack of clubs. I like using that first and just drawing 2 extra cards. And we get the 8 of clubs and the 2 of hearts. All right, let's see how this kingdom goes. I need 5 wins. So first is the 4 of spades they play. I'm gonna go try and win that with the 5 of spades. That's sounds good to me. The 6 of spades, I could lose this, but I think I want to win it. I'm gonna play the 8 of spades, and I'm gonna pause here to use the jack of diamonds to draw 2 and discard 2. We get both the aces. I guess I'll keep the ace of diamonds and get rid of both heart cards, just so if they play a heart, I can play whatever then. So next they play 5 of hearts. See, now I can just play whatever. If I want to win this, I could. If I want to lose this, I could. I might just start throwing off. Well, I guess I do need to start winning a little bit more. So I'll play the ace of spades since that is the trump suit and win that. Next we have the 6 of hearts. Once again, I'll probably play the 3 of spades. Trump suit just beats it out. Next we get the 4 of diamonds. I can play the 7 of diamonds and we're up to our 5th win, which is all we need. Now I need to start figuring out how to get rid of some of this stuff. So what I might actually do is use the jack of spades to swap the current ruler with the king of clubs. And then I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure for Northwood is not this way, but I was double checking the rules and it seems like you can use multiple advisor abilities like in between debates. Like I think in 4 Northwood, you have to use one, do a debate. You can only use like 1 at a time, but I think in this you can use 2 or multiple, which I'm basically just going to use the jack of hearts to then get rid of all my club cards. So now I just have to hope they don't play a lot of diamonds and then I'm okay. First is the ace of clubs, which is good. Play the 6 of diamonds and then they play the 3 of hearts, which I will play my ace of diamonds. And that is that kingdom. I have 5 wins, so that's a win. Okay, new hand dealt. Kind of an interesting hand here. Lots of club cards, but we don't have any more club rulers out. So I think, but clubs are good to have because then we can use them for the club ability to draw a lot more cards. So I think I'm gonna target the king of spades for this kingdom, and then I'm gonna use the jack of clubs to draw, I guess, 4 cards. We get 4 hearts, 8 of hearts, 2 of hearts, an ace of diamonds. All right, I need 6 wins. Let's see how this goes. So they start with the 4 of spades. I have to win that, which is fine. 5 of spades, 6 of diamonds. I will win that with the 7. Next, they play 8 of spades. I unfortunately do lose that. Let's keep it going. 7 of hearts. I win with the 8 of hearts. 6 of clubs. I will lose. 3 of spades, I have nothing, so I'll just get rid of my like ace of diamonds, I guess. And let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. I have 3 wins and I need 6 total. So I need to still, like half of these next, I need to win. But I think this is a good time to probably use the jack of diamonds where I draw 2 and discard 2. So, I mean, these aren't much better, but I'll discard the 4, keep the 8, and then I'll discard. I don't know. Maybe I'll get rid of the 2 of hearts. I don't really know what's best here, but I still need to win 3 more. So, and I have all my extra advisors if I need them. We got the 5 of hearts, which I will lose with the 3 of hearts. We got the 8 of clubs, which I will lose with. Okay, let's keep it going. 4 diamonds, I do win. So I'm up to 4 out of 6 wins. Next, we have the ace of spades. I will have to lose to. I think I'm going to have to use one of my backup advisors here and use the king of hearts to draw 2 extra cards, just so I have something I can do. I get an extra 5 of spades and I get a 2 or 5 of clubs, 2 of spades. So pretty good. I still need to win 2 more. Next, we get the 6 of hearts. I don't have any, so I can win that with the 2 of spades. And now we just need to hope for the best, get a low club card. I can't really swap the suits. I do have another club I could, or I have another diamond I could use. I'll draw 1 more and we'll see what happens. Okay. It's the ace of, okay, I'm starting to panic. I'm gonna have to use another advisor, the queen of diamonds. I'm gonna draw 2 and discard 2. So I get the 3 and the 5. I might take a bit of a risk, but I might keep the 5 of diamonds and then use the jack of spades to swap the king of spades and the king of diamonds. So the diamond's my current ruler, so I have a trump card, but if I do not win this, I lose the entire game. So basically, if as long as they don't play a high diamond, which the 7 and 8 are already out, so the 6 is the only card that can ruin me. I don't know if it's already been played. It could be this last card in the deck. Thankfully, it is not. So I put that there, and that was a close win, but still a win. All right, 2 kingdoms left. We got the king of hearts and the king of spades. I think I'm gonna target the king of hearts this round. And then I think I'll also start by using my jack of clubs. Since I have 4 clubs, I can draw 1, 2, 3, and 4, which I do draw the 8 of hearts, which is good, and some other cards. All right, so I need to win only 3, and I have plenty of hearts to do that, and a lot of other good cards, but let's see how this goes. So I need to probably try to lose actually a lot of them. So 4, the 2 hearts, I win with the 4 hearts. 2 of diamonds, I can lose, and I definitely I will want to. 8 of spades, that's fine. I'll lose that. We got the 7 of hearts. I will win that. Then we got the 4 of diamonds. I could win it, but I'm definitely going to lose it instead. The 3 of spades, I'm going to get rid of my 8 of clubs. We got the ace of spades. I will get rid of my 6 of clubs. We got the 5 hearts, which I will have to win with my 6 of hearts. I think at this point, I will use the jack of diamonds to draw 2 and discard 2. So we get 6 of diamonds. We got a lot of clubs, which I don't love. So I'm going to just get rid of the 2 diamonds and then hope for the best that a club doesn't come up. It'd be nice if I could swap rulers with a club and then use my jack of hearts to get rid of all the clubs, but that's not an option anymore. So we're kind of just hoping for the best, hoping for not clubs so I can get rid of my clubs. So when a club does come up, I'll have like a low one left. First one is a spade, so I can get rid of my 7 of clubs. Next one is the ace of clubs, the only card that would make me lose. But unfortunately, it came up, and that is a loss on the second last kingdom. So close, but unfortunately, no good. So that was the Emissary. And like I said, I've covered this on the channel before. I recently did a video where I ranked all of my solitaire games that I've played, and this is my number 2 favorite game, right behind Loop the Loop, which is also from the Isoludo collection. So I think this game still holds up fantastically. I was a big fan of this game when I first played it. I liked the idea of a solo trick-taking game. Since then, I've played one other, which is Obtricio Lines, which is very unique but very different, but I still like that one a lot too. I think this is the better solo trick-taking game. And then since playing this, I've also acquired 4 Northwood, which I've played a bunch, and it's become one of my favorite solo games. So I definitely still like this game. I think it holds up really well. I think it's very tense, very interesting. You got a lot of interesting choices when you use your advisors, which kingdom you go to, when do you win, when do you lose. There's definitely a lot of push your luck, and there is a fair amount of luck to it, but there's a lot of strategy, and I think it's still a fantastic solo game that you can play with just a deck of cards. Trick-taking game. I mean, what's not to like? I still think it's quite great. And even though I have 4 Northwood, and most of the time I'll probably just play that, it's still nice that if I'm somewhere and all I have is a deck of cards, I can still bust this out from time to time and give another playthrough. But overall, I still think it holds up well since the last time I've played it, and still one I greatly enjoy. And if you haven't tried this or 4 Northwood and you have a deck of cards at home, I highly recommend giving this a shot, especially if you're a fan of trick-taking games. That's all I got for this video, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll see ya.